So I know I poke fun at old school D&D a lot. That's what I grew up with. It's what I know. I mean, I've played newer editions and stuff over time, and I feel I come from a unique uh, point of view, having played all the different ones while the games were the only version of the game available, right? And that said, poking fun at uh, um, wizards not having spells in their spell book or not gaining new spells when they level up because you didn't have the scrolls, you weren't able to copy them into your spell book. Um, the requirements to even leveling, with dungeon masters rating your performance, whether on how well you played your class and your alignment, and they could rate you from good to bad and in between, and doing calculations that would determine how many weeks of training you would have to do when you did gain enough experience to level up. And then there was the problem of even finding a trainer. If a trainer wasn't available, because I think they had to be at least 3 levels higher than you to be able to train you. If you couldn't find one, you had to keep playing the game, and you wouldn't gain any additional experience until you found a trainer to actually level you up. There were other, like, ability score requirements to playing classes, um, ability score requirements to races, and you pretty much, what you rolled was what you rolled, man. You weren't allowed to like switch stuff around. So, if you rolled poorly, you were limited to what races and classes you were able to choose from. Um, Encumbrance rules. I mean, this was a very, very rules heavy game. But the thing is, and people are like, man, I'm glad I started playing 5e, or I'm glad I started with third edition, or whatever. Yeah, I'd be happy too, but consider that back in the late 70s and early 80s, this is the only version of the game there was. We had nothing to compare it to. So, a wizard not having access to spells unless they found a scroll as part of a treasure hoard, or bought a scroll from a merchant or another wizard, or even copied spells from another wizard's spell book, that all made sense. Everything, it all made sense, So it may all seem strange to you, and I know it seems strange to you. That's why I enjoy making the videos. Um, but, it was what we knew back then. It's all we had. And we had fun doing it. We also ignored the rules that were inconvenient, like finding a trainer, because most of the time you just leveled up on the spot just like you do now. I'll be honest, I mean, we ignored the rules that made the game inconvenient. At least my group did.